Alright, we're going to do another video on the frets. So here's a file that's completely flat on one side. There's teeth on this side. It's at an angle, which is not ideal. And then this one here, it's at an angle, and there's teeth on here, and there's nothing on the rest. This one here, what it needs to do is it needs to be smoothed out right here because these are just cheap. And because that right there, even though there's not teeth on it, that's going to tear up your fretboard. So this is an example of what to look out for if you're going to use a file like this. Just take this and just run it on some sandpaper. In this case, I think we can probably just use a sanding block. Just go like that. We just need to get it nice and smooth so that it doesn't chew it up. What we're trying to do with this one is we just want to be able to get the corners of the frets, almost kind of crown them. Like. So we're going to take this cheap guitar here that we've been working on for a video, and so we're going to come in here with one of these files. So we'll go like this. We'll come in here at an angle, and then you can round off these sharp corners on the frets after you've dressed the other end. So the end here needs to be done first, so then you can come in and go like this. And you're going to do that on all of them. Because when you file them, the corner is still there. And you just need to be really careful to do this so you don't chew up your fretboard. You can tape it off ahead of time. I'm not going to, because this isn't like a big deal on this one. So I've already done the other ends, and that's why I'm doing this now. And you just run your finger over it and just see, if it's good enough. You don't want to take off too much stuff if you don't have to. And it's also, a lot easier to do this when you don't have strings on it. And so I've done the one side, then you got to come through and, hit the other direction of it. And I don't remember where I started at, but it's relatively simple. You just go through and just, get the ends, and then you hit it with your sanding block again, a real fine one, like this one. You can get these at Walmart, a couple bucks. They have like different textures. It says right here 220, 320, and then you have like more aggressive blocks that are good. And sometimes you could just go through here and that does everything you need it to do. But this one I've actually worked on before, and it's we're in Arizona and it's gotten more dry, so they started to get bad again. So you just take this and just run it down there. Make sure you don't touch the body of the guitar, or if you do, tape it off. And then if you don't have the strings on here, you know that your neck is perfect and all that. You just go through and just clean up the frets real quick and hit everything with steel wool afterwards, and and take the dullness off of here, and there's other things too. You get into the cowboy chord area, like right here. That's the one area where you always want to check to see if you're buying a used guitar. Move the strings and look and see, are there divots and dents in these frets here? Look down here, wherever somebody's going to play a lot. And you can level the frets yourself. Usually, if there's a dent in here, you're just usually better off to leave it alone. But for now, anyways, we're just talking about this. So This is an easy way to take a cheap guitar that you bought, that wasn't really done right at the factory, and just make it a whole lot nicer to play. The number one thing on a guitar that makes it great to play is how the neck feels, okay? And for me, I like the weight too, but if the neck doesn't feel right, I'm not going to play it. So this is an interesting Ibanez because it's not, the same profile as like an RG. I've got an RG over here. And when we look at the neck, we see, oh, it's really small. It's really thin. I guess it's like what they call a V profile. I got to do this one too. And this is going to be a pain because it's got binding. So I'm not looking forward to doing this one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you liked the video or you learned anything from it, share it with somebody else. Catch you guys later.